Hey Duckman, how are you, sir? You good? Thank you for joining. Just actually going to do some building today. So I just need to adjust some volumes. Audio. One thing I noticed is I don't talk loud enough. So, what's that question then, Duckman? What you got to ask? Fire away, sir. What's the question then, Duckman? What are you after? How do you divide if your terrain too tall or too big? How do I decide? To be honest with you, it's more than anything about how the park's looking. So one thing I do when I'm building is a lot of eye level on the ground side of things in respect of, excuse me, making sure that it looks good from eye level more than anything. That's pretty much it. You know, not to be too off towards that question, but all I mean by it is what I'll do is when I get to a point where I'm happy with how how can I put it, the coaster looks or something like that, like this area, this will all change by the time I'm done. And this massive mountain in the background I'm just playing with at the minute because of how everything else is. So, but also if you have that flat, you have about 1,000,001 supports coming down. So you end up with just kind of spaghetti everywhere, should we say. So I do a lot of terrain work underneath my coasters because of the supports, really. As you can see with this one, it's not too bad because they're separated enough. But that beast up there, if you didn't have that there, you'd have too many. Hey Eden, how are you? Long time no see, or long time no speak, should we say. Hope you're well. Hope life's treating you good. So we're actually going to do some building tonight, guys. I'm going to start off working my way through here. So I'm going to do supports for the pathway more than anything. Well, actually, I don't know where it started. Because what I did last night was started with the Western theming. And this took about 2 hours to do. Come out really nice, I think. But just give you an idea. Poster goes over the top and through behind. Got to do a little bit more work to how it looks inside. Yeah, I'm all good. Getting more back into Planet Coaster, which is always nice. But yeah, all good. So that look. Right, so is that going to clear, do we reckon? It does, perfect. I'm busy at work all day today, so trying to keep people happy as always. Just trying to think how I want to do this. It's going to be... This is where planning would help, but it's one thing I don't do. So, how do I want to do this? Oh, I'm going blank now. And the only reason being is I'm online. Anyway, where were we? So we got this here. So, just try to think how I want to do this. My original plan with this was to rock this whole area, but then you miss the views of the coaster. So I'm not sure. Can we have a POV of the runaway mine train? Of course you can. Where do we want to sit, guys? Because it's a bit of a odd one with the train in front, obviously, if you do seat views. So, shall we do... that one. And we'll go there. There you go, guys. Yeah, track view does look good, but the one thing I love following this particular coaster is the same with the Dragon coaster at the back, purely because of obviously the blocked views. But here we go. Oh, and for anybody that was watching yesterday, I do apologise, but I had my streaming software set on 30 frames a second, not 60. So I really do hope it's working a lot better for you guys at your end watching today. Because it was a little bit jittery yesterday, so my apologies. But we're running at 1080p and 60 frames a second right now, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the smoothness of the new setup. No, cheers, Duckman. I do like this one. This one came out really, really well. Just a nice coaster, that one. But then ridden many of them and loved them. So, actually, I'll tell you what, let's build a coaster, as Duckman likes me building coasters. So what we'll do, we are going to put a coaster over here. So I just need to do some terrain work. So apologies if anyone gets a little bit bored. I'm just going to flatten that off a tad, because we're going to be coming through there, and I want to flatten this area out a bit as well, because we'll be going around there. So yeah, so this will, guys, will give you an idea of how I build coasters, because I know you ask a lot how I do it and so forth. So if I go a little bit quiet, purely because I'm concentrating, so please don't take offense to any of it. So let's have a go, see where this this gets us. Now, one of my avid followers yesterday, who was it? Dan, that was it. Dan Creates wanted, or suggested, should I say, a launch coaster. So, I beg to differ, Duckman. I beg to differ. And I don't mean that in any other way than I have an opinion, you have an opinion, etc. So, again, a lot of coasters in America are quite extreme, from what I understand, in respect of the Six Flags parks and so forth. I've never been to a Six Flags park, so I can't really say what they're like. But one thing in the UK, they do specialise in kind of smaller coasters, should we say, because we don't have the build limits and so forth. That, well, we have build limits, should we say, to what we're allowed to have in the UK. So you tend to find your giga coasters, hyper coasters and stuff like that just aren't over here, more in Europe and the US. But then my all-time favourite coaster, and I will stand on this, is Nemesis. It always will be. I think I've mentioned that before. So, but again, everyone has their own opinion of things. And that's why we all love different things and enjoy different things. So let's have a look at this. There you go. Yeah, we do have a lot of height restrictions, especially at Alton Towers. I miss Thunder Looper, if you remember that, Eden. Not too sure, obviously, what era you're from. But Thunder Looper was a single forwards, backwards, I can't remember what it's called now, Schwarzkopf launch coaster, hydraulic launch, which was donkeys of years old. It was kind of where Nemesis was at Alton Towers. But they had to get rid of it because the two ends of the coaster popped over the tree line. And unfortunately, the citizens of Alton didn't like it. So it got ripped down. But then we did get Nemesis and we did get Air, or Galactica, however you want to see it. I don't feel bad, Duckman. It is what it is. Everyone's different. I mean, we can just pop across the channel and we can go to Europa Park over in Germany, or we can go to where is it, Port Aventura down in Spain, and we're riding coasters like you guys do in the US. So everyone to their own. Genuinely is. So, right, let's get back to building. So where do we want to go? Do we want to do a vector or do we want to do a torque coaster? The only thing I do not like about this coaster is the carriages. I really don't, but then I do love the track. So, let's do a vector. Let's do a vector. Excuse me. Yes, I'd love to go to Efteling. Is it Symbolica? I think it's Symbolica is the ride I'd love to have a go on. A flat ride, but it looks amazing. So, how are we going to do this? Because I want to say we go across here. Right, terrain. That off. Poster support everywhere. Hey Dan, how are you? I am doing what you suggested last night, my man, and that is putting in a launch coaster. So let's see where we go with this then. Right, okay, launch. LSM holding station. Let's go with that. So then we got synchronized motor. We'll set that at 100 with 9. Give this some. See now this is how I get an idea of how I want the coaster to go. So for instance, it's going to look quite good from across there. It's not looking too spaghetti junction, and that is when it's coming off is hitting 71 miles an hour. So good speed. Where are we? We're going to headbutt that. Great. That's not going to work then. So change the angle of approach. Let's do this. That. Come in there. Just a little bit more room at the back end. Just a bit more, I think. There we are. Perfect. Do one more. See what happens. Eek. So, Chessington, yeah. You got some good rides there. I love Dragon's Fury. That's a good ride. I think we've already had the conversation, haven't we, about Dracula, should we say? Rough, but epic. One other thing, guys, I do not use angle snap when building coasters. I've had it told to me that it's the only way to build coasters, but again, I just think it's a lazy way of building coasters. And unfortunately, the person that tried to convince me, we no longer talk. Let's put it that way. I won't go into reasons why, but not a nice gentleman, unfortunately. So, speed limits, Duckman. Is that in real life, or I mean, speed limits? Not really. If that's the question, dude. So, start test. So now I know how high to go. There we are. Very simplistic how I build coasters, really. So we'll go a little top hat section-y style. Actually, go a little bit more on that. And then we'll just start banking that over. I'm at 14. Tend to find, guys, if you do about 10 to 15 degrees and kind of remember where you were going with it, you kind of get a good smooth ride. You can see I'm actually building in quite long pieces. People say to get a smoother coaster that you should do them in 4-meter sections and stuff like that. I don't believe that's the case. It really is just about tweaking, playing, fiddling with it and making it work. That's how I build all my coasters. So that's actually a bit too quick. So what we will actually do is we will shorten that. That's bad. We'll come. We'll go. Over. Little bit of banking again. And a tiny bit of turn. And we're going to really give it some banking. And then really give it a little bit more turn. So you could say it's a little bit velocicoaster. Yeah, the 4-meter method, Dan, I just can't do it. Whether it's because I get bored, I'm not too sure. And what I mean by that is literally you're constantly tweaking, constantly. And it just does my absolute nutting. And I don't mean that in any other way than the fact that I just don't enjoy building in that manner. Don't get me wrong, some of the coasters that I've been played on this, should I say rode on this game, and when I've downloaded them that have been the 4-meter method, yes, it's amazing. But the time, the energy, the effort that you have to put in to do it, when I tend to find you guys like all these coasters. I mean, for instance, the mine train that we just rode, that literally was done in exactly the same fashion as this. So it was smooth, it was fun. Yeah, I think 4-meter method more than anything works really well if you're trying to do inversions and bits and bobs. But again, everyone to their own. Genuinely, everyone to their own. So what I'm going to do, round, straighten that off, bring it up, give it a little bit more round. Not quite got a legit copy, and I can't use the workshop plus my coasters of pants. Oh. See you later, Duckman. Thanks for joining, my man. Much appreciated. Well, the only thing I have to say to that, Eden, is get yourself a legit copy. And get some stuff loaded on the workshop. Enjoy everybody's builds. Like mine. Download Fundland. Have a whale of a time. Yeah. All right. I bet that's been said to you a few times. So. Go the other way. And we should be able to get a pretty good, decent loop out of this, actually. Where's that ending up, though? Not good. Yeah, Planet Zoo. Still. Do you know what? I haven't actually played it since I did that last stream, which is a bit odd, I know. But like I said on the stream, I just cannot get into it. And I can't fathom out why. I think it's purely to do with coasters. I love the look of the game. I love the graphics, the atmospheric look with the rain and everything. But I don't know. I think it's like we were saying last time. I think it's more to do with the management side of it. There's just far too much going on. Yeah, I don't know what else to say really. What am I missing here? Oh, that works well. And just make it a little bit bigger. Come over the top there. That's nice. How's that look? Actually looks really good. A couple of loops that look like the same coaster. And there it goes, up the launch, into top hat, crawls over, switches back down. Maybe a little bit bigger actually. It's probably going through there just a tiny bit quick for my liking. I like a little bit of hang time. They do indeed. If we all like the same game, it would be a pretty boring life. Well, stats are looking good so far. Got 11 viewers, guys. Wow. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Got any questions? Just want to chat? Anything? Just talk away. So what we got here? No, that's too much. Hi, Evan. What kind of computer do you have? Your game is running really smoothly with all the coaster you have. Do I want to say it online? You can probably see it in the description, actually. It'll tell you everything in there, I think, because it automatically does it. Yes, it does. So there it is. So you'll see what I'm running in the description at the moment. If you want to have a quick butchers, just saves me talking about it publicly. That will disappear when I write the description, should we say? Gotta stop saying that. Should we say, or should we say, should we say? Jeez. It's got some speed through there. Let's put it this way, Evan. It's taken me a very long time to get my computer to work this well, and there's still a lot of room for improvement. Jerome, to be honest, I think the interest in watching you build a coaster in this game because the only similar experience I have to know them without my links to. Thank you, sir. Elian, pleasure to meet you. What kind of coaster are you making now? One of my long-standing followers, Dan, recommended I put a launch coaster in here. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. Something a bit quick, something a bit twisty, just a bit of fun, really. Let's have fun with this. Pleasure, Evan. It's there for you if you want to have a look, mate. But let me put it this way, my old AM3 setup that I was running last year on all my builds was AMD FX 8350. I was running a 1070 supercharged GTX graphics card, NVIDIA. And it done me well for what I was able to do. But the upgrade now has made big difference. Big difference, as you can tell via this park. 2 years ago, I didn't envisage making something this big, and it's just, yeah. This is gonna, yeah, I can't wait to finish this. I'm just gonna shut up. So, coastering. Where are we? So over the back here. Oh, good. See you later, Eden. Pleasure. Thank you for joining. Hey, Dark. Yeah, I enjoy that sometimes. It's like this bit. We'll do that. See what happens. Comes. That's if it'll reach it. Ha! Typical. Didn't reach it, mate. Right. Okay, so we are not running out of speed, but we know we need to so I'm thinking do a block section here. How much speed we got coming through? We are at 30 miles an hour. So that's it. Now come in. Now don't do any smoothing, guys, by the way, just to let you know, when I'm actually building the coaster. I get it the layout how I want it to be, and then work on the smoothing and so forth. But the only one thing I do try and do for smoothing is just get it right going into the pre-build bits. That's the only kind of bit I do whilst I'm building. So for instance, this top hack section looks a little bit odd down here, so I just need to amend that. Banking's a little bit tight there, so we'll just blend that in a tad, and that'll work quite nice, I think. So what speed are we now? Cheers for joining, guys. This is the most people I've ever had watch a live stream, so really, really appreciate it. So let's block this off. Where are we? Block section. Shorten that tad. And then we will just shorten this a little bit. A little bit of banking. Lower that down. Just do a little bit POV, see how it feels. One thing I do whilst I'm building. Are you going to send this to Channel 5 Gaming after you can't do nothing more in this park? 100% will be passing it on to Johnny and Zell. And Zell is already aware of what I'm building. So I'm hoping it will get a similar reception to which Thunderland and Pyrolandia did. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it as much as I have making it. So that's not too bad. It's a good start. Here we go. So a little bit of angle. Shorten that up a tad. Oh, thank you, Alan. Oh, I can't say your name. I do apologise. Um, sorry for my French or Netherlands. Sorry. Ah, you're Dutch. Do you like Max Verstappen? Do you watch Formula One? It's one of my favourite things to do in the whole world. Is watch Formula One and Planet Coaster, obviously. Now I am doing something I said I just don't do. So that's got some nice speed. Where are we? Still 64 miles an hour. So that's working really, really well. But thank you for subscribing. It's appreciated. Um, you know, there's so many things in this world that aren't great, and one reason why I play this game, I used to be a heavy COD gamer, racing simulator kind of guy. 2.5 years ago, I saw this game. Was always a massive RC2 player when I was younger, and then I saw someone that I follow that goes and reviews theme parks, theme park worldwide, and they I just fell in love with the game. I don't know what else to say really. That has been shown in my builds, I think. So shall we go like that, and we can come under here. It's the poster. That's quite a cool shot. Channel 5 Gaming, yeah, I know them well. I am actually very, very good friends with Zelixor and Johnny. But Johnny's a bit busy nowadays, purely because they're trying to expand the channel. But Zell's a very good friend of mine. That's a little bit too close. Excuse me a second, guys. I just need to send a quick link to somebody. Okay, sorry, 2 seconds, guys. Apologies. Right, nearly done. Done. My apologies, guys. Right. So, we've still got plenty of speed, haven't we? So, 67. Right. So actually, do you know what? I'm going to smooth this out a tad. Just because I'm not happy with it as it sits at the minute. So, that works all right. Sorry about the clicking, guys. I really do have a cheap mouse. So again, it may be giving you 60 frames a second, but again, I'm not using everything that is available in this world, should we say. I'm still running on my budget equipment, should we say. So apologies if it's a little bit clicky. I have got the noise reduction on, but I don't know if that makes a huge difference for you guys. So it's just a little bit of smoothing here. Oh, not great, dude. So I'm just going to adjust this a little bit because I kind of want it to just hit the top and nearly stall and then come down. So hoping that's that. Should make that happen. But let's go up that bit. There we go. Just a little bit more. And we'll blend that together. Hopefully that will work quite nicely. But then it's wrong angle. It's not. Hi Jack. Yeah, that's an F25 mate behind. Do you want a POV? On POV, dude. I'll put it on. It's not a problem. Let's just get one more of this as I've smoothed it out a tad. That actually works pretty well. Just got to sort out that bottom section. 2 seconds, mate. I'll just do it for you. It's not the best. I've got to do a little bit of tweaking to it, like I said yesterday. But we'll put that one in just a second. Just want to make sure I've got this pretty much right, which is there by the looks. So we're good. Right, okay, let's have a look. F25, that one. There we go, right at the beginning. Do you like it then, guys? So this is the section I need to sort out. There's a few bits. These corkscrews aren't perfect. I did a little bit of a manual play with them, but like this bit kind of works, but I just haven't got the right angles, so I need to sort that out. There you go, guys. What do you think? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Right, so we want this to be a little bit more round, maybe. Hi Claire, how are you? Hey Gabe. Hope you're well, guys. Thank you, Elaine. Appreciate it. Just thinking of that. The little bunny hill. Oh, head jumper. That was a bit close. Oh, that's a save and a half. Oh, that's too close. Not gonna work. Yeah, I was thinking that's kind of what I was trying to do, but just a little bit tight here when I try and do the corkscrew. Plus, I'm not going to have enough speed to carry it through. So, I was thinking just a little hill. Let's see if it'll make it. Should do. Yeah, and that gives a lovely bit of airtime as well. So we'll crack on with that. And that's coming the other side of the track now. So we are getting there now. No worries for that. Or Eliane. Apologies, I don't know how to say your name. I do want. I don't want to have just like coming through. If you have a look at that view there, you've got so many coasters just going through. It looks so good because they're all going against each other. I don't know if I want to have one just come through like that. You kind of got these. You've got it going under the loop, coming through like so. And one thing, once the terrain work, trees are in, and so forth, that should work quite well. Just trying to figure out what to do here. I need to. Where's the train? Where's the train? Where is it? So that's 25. Okay, so it needs to come up a bit more. I'll try it on track in a minute, mate. I just want to do a little switchback, half loop through, switch round, do some banking, and probably come over here round, and then filter back into the station, maybe. Not sure. Again, this is how I build, guys. I don't plan. So where are we at? 15 miles an hour, so that should be stable enough now to do a roll. Entry roll. Don't like that one. Wrong there, just right and left. So if we go right with this one, should see any downside. So we have to go left. In. So loop, downward loop. I'm from Milton Keynes, dude. How about you? Well, I'm originally from Luton, or Luton, but I pronounce my T's, so I'm not so much a Lutoner, should we say. So let's have a little stop test. Start test. Let's have a little go, just see what your thoughts are on this, guys. Hopefully this will please you. Oh, you're down in Kent. Cool beans. Oh, you're Italian, but moved to Kent. How long you been in the UK then, dude? $16 years. Well, I'm 39 in April. Oh, look at that. Oh, that works. Oh, I need to see that again. Totally missed that. I was looking at my phone. Huh. Sorry, guys. That's some stall time, that is. How cool did that look? Oh. That's wicked. Just need about a mile an hour or two more. So we grab. Okay, hold on. So we need to just come down with that. Just a tad. Shorten that. Make that flat. And then left. Should do. Oh. Hold the line ball up. Loops. What was that? What was that? I've never used that before. There it is. Ah, we can have a block section there. That'd be sweet. And then that's that. Worky. Block. Target speed 60, deceleration rate of max speed, release acceleration, done. And then I didn't like that piece because it extends it too long. So the problem I hate about these pieces is that I find it. Hey Tony, you're 46, dude. I'm nearly there, mate. Nearly there. Congratulations. So that, I wonder if that will, yeah, that should do it. All part and parcel of the game, guys. Trying to figure it out, make it work. But I don't think that's going to work because of the block station now. It's a bit unfortunate, but let's just need to smooth this bit out. That's much better. on, come on, come on. Mm. Mm. It does, mate. I posted a picture on what is it? Instagram and Twitter the other day that Walt Disney World in Florida is 50 years old. Um, I remember going, you know, when it was the 25th anniversary, and I sit there and I think, crikey, that's 25 years ago. And I'd been beforehand, but I just specifically, for some reason, when that popped up, I was kind of like, crikey, that's been a while. Um, but yeah, yeah, funny how things work. But yeah, it does come around quicker, mate. Kind of got me thinking now. I should be building. So what we'll do is we'll put a small block station in there, and then we'll put just a tiny little launch. Uh, there, and see. It looks a bit, maybe a bit silly, but let's just see if this works, guys. Because what that'll enable me to do is do a bigger section. Start down. We'll do that. See how that works. 19, crikey, I wish I was 19 again. Start everything over. One thing I will always stand on nowadays is cherish what you have, because when it's gone, it's gone. Oh, that was a bad turn. 21. I reckon my most fun years were probably, just trying to think about this, probably 1920. I used to work at Luton Airport when I was younger, baggage handling on the planes and pushing the planes out when they're ready to depart and stuff like that. and and they were the most fun times, and I don't mean from a lady's point of view or perspective like that. It was just there was no holds barred. It was just fun. You leave school, you get on with life, and you get out in a big wide world. Sorry, pardon me, guys. Partially dyslexic. It doesn't help. Think before I speak. Um, and it was just fun, being involved with the planes and bits and bobs, and just going out every night, having a drink, not getting drunk, but just having fun, you know. Um, very little responsibilities in the world, and then yeah, life happens, and then before you know it, me and Tony are far too old. But now we're just starting, mate. Starting life again. That's the way life is, especially for me. Been there, done it, had it all. Had it all stripped away from me as well, but we won't go there. We will not go there. That's just life. So, but no, cheers for that, Tony. You made me laugh, mate. Appreciate that. It is, yeah. We all sit there sometimes and wish we could be older and we could do this and we could do that. But I tell you what, when you get to a certain age and you start to realize different things in life, you kind of sit there and think, "Oh, I wish I'd done that differently, or I chose that direction, or I'd stayed in school, or I decided to read those textbooks instead of try and fly my way through it." You get on with life, but you make of it what you will. Let's put it that way. Anyway, Planet Coaster. That's what we're here for. But Tony, love you, dude. I'm not going to talk about kids. That's an extremely sore point. So I'm glad you're happy, dude. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Be happy. Be happy, guys. It's one reason why I put so much effort into this. But I'm not going to go there. You can probably tell in my voice. Right. Anyway, what are we doing? Let's do this. Whew, excuse me, guys. Cherish your kids, Tony. Cherish them. Enjoy every single moment, mate. Right, planet coaster. Where am I? What do we want to do, guys? What do we want to do? Let's do a right roll this time because we've got enough speed, and then we'll do a bit of ground, and zipping through, and so forth. Where's that going to end up? It's going to end up there. I get it, dude. I get it. Okay, let me be honest. I have a beautiful little girl that I haven't seen for an extremely long time. Mainly my fault. Life changed a lot 5 years ago, and I suffered extremely bad with depression. Really, really bad. And yeah, I don't really want to go into it massively, but let's put it this way. The last time I saw her was coming up to 3 years ago. So I'm going to crack on with this coaster. You're right, dude. This isn't about that. This is why I play this game. Anyway. She's happy. That's the main thing. I'm not gonna. Let's crack on. Let's go. Right, anyway, where were we? So, this is becoming a bit of a beast, this, I think. Let's have a little play, see where we are. Let's have a go. Anyway. What do we reckon says first top hat, guys? Do you reckon it works? G's are good, stats are good, so it all works out. Kind of what I don't want it to be, but there's no terrain work or trees or anything yet, dude, so bear with me. Bear with me. I don't plan, but there's one thing I do is I hide as much as I can and make it work. Right. Okay. Let's get this going. Okay, so this will be the last section now. So we've got two block stations. So they're in. So we'll have this a little bit ground hugging now. So let's do the reverse to what we just did. I need to lower this. I need to sort this terrain out. 2 seconds, guys. I don't know why in March I am still humming Christmas songs. Sorry guys, I wasn't looking at the chat. Theme this, oh crikey, I haven't got a clue. Love your train, always on point. Yeah, the train will get there. We'll get there, Tony. If you saw Thunderland, I don't know if you're aware of that park I did mid last year. There was a great coaster on that called Twisted, which was an invert, B&M invert style. What am I thinking here? Oh, we're doing Illman. That'll work perfectly. What was I going to say? There was a section. You gotta love this game. There was a section on that where I absolutely fell in love with how I did it. In respect of the terrain look. Does this interfere with that? No. But it comes directly back on itself. That's not what I need. Oh, cheers, dude. That's appreciated. Genuinely is appreciated. So let's do this a different way then. So we'll all these pillars, supports. Will that get up there? Yes, it will get up there. But now let's go down a tad. Go there, rolls. That's nice to hear, Tony. Thank you. Exits. Nope. Nope. Yes. Now what's the speed? Where is she? Here she comes. That works good, like that. So we'll do one last block station. There. Straight up. Yeah, it did. It was yeah, I enjoyed making that one, dude. That was I think the words are blooming good fun, because this is a kids channel or family channel. Yeah, blooming good fun. I really enjoyed that coaster. And like you say, it did. It just ripped and ripped and ripped and just kept going and going and going. It never stopped. But I've done the invert in this, and just wanted it to be a little bit different, if I'm honest. Less Nemesis-esque, should we say. Cheers, Claire. Appreciate it. Looks a bit janky, guys, but I'll smooth it out in a minute. Where's the... There it is. Right, so if we can come back, a couple of helixes and back in, I reckon. Well, Tony, just ask away, mate. Whatever you wanna know. I'm always here to help, answer, advise, however you want to look at it, dude. It's kind of why I'm good friends with Johnny and Zell. Well, Zell more. Because I try and do what I can to help and showcase and show how the game can be. Just ask away, dude. No, don't worry, Tony. Excuse me. Well, I wouldn't have even classed you as a stalker, mate. Don't worry about it. I'll point to YouTube, showcase your stuff. Everybody enjoys, everybody loves. So I like to think. Right, let's just do a little bit of smoothing. So smoothing, guys, this is kind of how I do it. What is your best rank during an event if you join one? Well, the last competition I entered, well, it wasn't the last, but was with this. Pirates Cove. Won't go into it massively because I've done a couple of other videos. My last live stream went into it massively about it. But basically it was a 40 by 40, so 40 grid pieces, obviously as a square. And you had to build a theme park with 2 major rides and basically make it a park on a miniature scale. And I finished 6th in the brackets, but not that I misunderstood the point to the contest, but I went for pure realism where everybody else went for craziness. And Unfortunately, people prefer craziness than they do realism. So not that I'm saying that the craziness was bad, but what I mean by it is that people just preferred the out of the ordinary than they did the ordinary, should I say. But I got Park of the Year, Pirate Park of the Year in the 2020 awards, and Johnny even said if he could go one step further, he would have put me as Pirate Creator of the Year. So I can't really complain with that, to be honest with you. Not to be big-headed. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, guys, but we'll have a ride in a second and we'll see. Yeah, I totally agree, Tony. I just prefer the realistic looks. I don't know, I find it harder to build non-realism than I do realism. I know the coasters are a little bit out there, but what I mean by it is just the overall look and layout and stuff like that. I prefer doing it more lifelike. Tony, thank you. It's appreciated. It really is. I just wish I had this set up when I had done Thunderland. Otherwise, Thunderland would have been even more than what it was. Like they made the comment about the cave work and stuff. I just physically couldn't do it. I was running at about 2 frames a second, and if you play this game on a rig that struggles, even just clicking the mouse to place things is a pain. So how does this look? It's a bit jittery. I have to smooth all that out. That wasn't great. So, little trick, guys. To make things smoother, pick a point that you want to change. So, click here, and we'll go from here, and we will delete that. And then if you okay, that didn't work. And then smooth that section out. What you tend to find is when you go back into it in a minute, and we'll just do this the whole way around. Where did I get to there? So delete, autocomplete, done. Smooth the joins. Now what you tend to find, so if we do the same here, only do the bit like the turn that you want to smooth out. And then autocomplete, and then try and just smooth. See, this is where if I was to build in smaller pieces, I'll be able to smoothen it out much better. So it is a little bit difficult building these twisty sections with the larger bits, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I'll overlap that actually, delete, auto, smooth that a bit more. And then like that and that. Smooth that out. And then we want a bit more banking here, I think. And I did say banking, before anybody gets any thoughts. Yeah, I don't generally do it like that, Tony. I only do it like that when I've got these twisty angle pieces because I use larger pieces to what do you call it, join together. What I tend to do is actually do this, and then bow it round to where I want it. And that's a bit too close. So we'll do all that. Back out. And then we'll do all that. I mean, it may be a bit tight going around there, I'm not too sure, but we'll see. So let's give it a go now. Let's see how it feels. I may eat my words, who knows? Do you ever use banking offset? I don't know what banking offset is, mate, to be honest with you. I don't know what that actually entails. Unless I'm missing something. I'll have to have a look at that, Tony. I don't know what banking offset is. There you go. Much better. Or should I say a vast improvement over what it was. Still a bit jerky. What is going on here? What's banking offset then? What does it do? Am I missing something? Tony, do you want to help me out? Banking offset doing? Let's have a look at that. Right, okay. How does this look from a distance? Okay, so bulk section. What do we reckon? Do we reckon we'll be able to do 3? Test. Third one stuck. That's not going to happen. So it's going to be a 2-train coaster. I could fiddle about with it and sort it out. Oh, preset. Is that what it is? Offset banking. Outlining the track. Outlining. I'm lost, Jerome. Totally lost. I'm sure it can make things smoother depending on what kind of coaster car you're using. So let's hold the line caller. Right. Okay. Let's just have a little play here. 2 seconds. I don't know what this is. It's something I've never used. -7 foot. What? What does it do? Banking offset. Am I missing something? What does it? Oh, woo! You learn something new every day, Tony. Thank you, because that. There we are. Okay. Oh, you've just totally changed my world. I didn't know that, did that? Yes, that is perfect for heartline rolls and so forth. Oh, I wish I'd known that before I started this coaster. Typical. All right, well, do you know what? I'll come back to that. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe on the next one I do. Let's just drop that tag. A bit more of a rip. I get that now, so it kind of swings it outwards and curves. I wish I'd known that beforehand. Is that... Actually, let's have a little play with this then. So, I'll go back to here then. And then if I do the banking offset, so that so I'm gonna have to have a little play with that another day, I think, and figure out how I can get used to that. Sounds like I can't be bothered, but it's not the case. It's my brain at this right moment in time can't quite compute. I see what it did in a straight line, but coming off that angle there, you would have thought it would have done the same thing. But I know I had the track bent, but I'll have to have a little play with that. Figure that one out. I didn't know that did that. So Tony, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm not going to spend a million hours playing with that now. So we got 2 coasters on there, 2 trains. Sorry, that just doesn't work for me. I'm not happy with that. So let's try one button. Not happy with how. Just doesn't seem to want to. Oh, humbug. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god is the polite way of putting that. Oh, right guys. Your game can be such a pants game! Exclamation marks. Thanks. Oh, I'm fuming right now. Thanks a bunch, Frontier. It's appreciated. Submit. Oh. I don't have autosave on, mate, every 45 minutes, so I can only hope that it's done something. And look, it won't even update them. It won't even tell them that their game's... Oh, no, it did. Oh, fuming. Right, 2 seconds, guys. Pardon language. What happened, Dan? It's called Planet Coaster, mate. And unfortunately, the last time this did this to me was about 9 months ago. I'm not going to lose it online. I'm not going to lose it online. Already came close to that half hour ago. This is not good. Did it auto save? Auto save. Yeah, Tony, you got it right there, mate. FFS. Definitely. Totally got that one on the head, mate. And I've got more people watching now than I did when I was playing, which is interesting. Smoky Bear, long time no see, sir. How the devil are you? It's been a very long time, actually. You can't take this. You've got to de-stress. Cheers, time. Let's put it this way. I've got beads of sweat going down my forehead with how frustrated I am right now. So let's see what happens here. Kinda, but not at the same time, Eden. Oh, I can't believe this has happened. I'll tell you what, it's a good job I hadn't placed about 1,000 pieces this evening, otherwise I'd be extremely annoyed. Luckily it was just a coaster. Top tip, don't undo, multiple undo. I learnt my lesson a long time ago, and that's exactly what I was doing there. And unfortunately, I know exactly what's gone wrong. That happens when you undo constantly, so you click undo, 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 undo. The game will crash. It hasn't happened to me in an extremely long time. Where are we? Oh! Nope. Where are we? Halfway through. Oh! Not good. Not good. I'm going to rise above it. I'm going to rise above it. What a beautiful day. Hey, hey, what a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Frontier can go and do wonders. Anyway, it's my fault. It's totally my fault. It's not the game. I totally knew what had happened. So apologies, guys. Let's get back to it. Start again. That was the only plan I've had with this Coaster Smoky. Yeah, as it shoots off a series of sprays coming out, as if, I don't know, you're looking at Shikra, Busch Gardens, Orlando, Florida. Or where's the other one? Is it Yukon Strike? I think in Canada has it. I think there's a couple more as well. But yeah, as it launches off, I'll have that done. Don't know how far I'll go, because putting hundreds of fountains in and water splashes really decreases your frame count. Not that I have to worry, but if people download it, obviously I want them to enjoy it. So how long's the stream been going? Because that's now, I don't even know how long the stream's been going. Well, what a waste of time. Right, where's the coaster? I can't remember where we went with this now. Where did we go with this? I went up into another thingy, didn't I? So. Ooh, excuse me. Still a little bit lost with this, actually. How does that work? I still don't get it. It's not computing in my head, and I don't know why. It has, it's killed me, Tony. Why can't I see this right? What? So, if you do that, and then, it's not straight. Surely that's not smooth, is it? Or am I missing something? Because that will just put... I know I've got a bit of angle on there, but... See, now to me, that makes sense. Or am I... Don't start the offset, we'll be here all night. Yeah, we probably will be. Yeah, I got that. I'm just trying to figure out this banking offset drawing. So, fix it. Right? No, I can't. It changes the point it rotates from. Really? Is it? I thought rotating the end brought it up halfway anyway, and you could kind of manage it a little bit better. Do you see what I mean? Like, so that's flat. So banking offset, like so. So if I banking offset there, so it kind of bows it out, but there you go, I got it. So you have to bend it, right? Okay, I get it. I think. Do I? You got to laugh, otherwise what's the point? But I know what I did wrong, so my bad. Don't click this button down here. Undo. Don't click it. Only click it once or twice. Don't repeatedly click it. That's what I did, and that's where I effed up. Right. Can I do a reverse Illman here? Did they do it? Did they do a reverse Illman? Oops. Dive left, dive left. It's a side one there. Actually, do you know what? That looks quite good. Oh, I'm so not in the mood now. This has upset me. I was hoping to get that done tonight. Sorry, I wasn't reading. With no banking offset, the rotation point is in the middle of the track. And with positive offset, the point is above the track. Oh. Oh, this pissed me off now. Fun language. Not a happy chappy. Right, I'm probably going to call it a night on this park, guys. There is something I actually wanted to do. There's a park that I want to open that I haven't played in probably about 2 years, just to see how it runs on the system. So I don't know if you want to join me for that. I'm kind of put off by that. Tony's bang on now. I need to have a little bit of alone time with it, and wrong frigging thing. It's completely thrown me. I'm just going to go back to the main menu, see if I can get this part to load. If my computer don't blow up by then. Because I just want to see how it plays, guys. If you want to join me, you're more than welcome. It was the first park I ever put together. And I called it Rise World. And literally, when you look down on it, it does look like a world. I just got to hope I still got it. There it is. Typical Theme Maker Toolkit, subscribe. Me and my Theme Maker Toolkits. Guys, I so apologise for that. I do know what the issue was. Word of advice, don't ever press the undo button multiple times, literally. Yeah, how frustrating. But it is what it is. But no, I just want to thank you all, really, because one thing I'm trying to do is, life's a bit tough with money and stuff like that at the minute. So one thing I'm trying to do with YouTube is not try and get millions and millions of pounds out of it, but try and get to a point where everybody enjoys what I build, likes to laugh, likes to chat. It's been quite entertaining tonight, actually. Tony, Dan, Eden, everybody. Jerome for his input, that's appreciated, dude. I've got to have a look at that banking offset and just figure it out. I'll do that in my own time, just figure that one out and just have a play. That'll obviously improve the way my coasters are by the sounds of it, so fingers crossed. But no, I just want to thank you all, Nathan, because it's starting to grow, the channel, and all it is you know, the odd live stream. Life's changed a bit the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to be on a lot more now. Building, first time I've built live and yeah, a little bit scary doing so, but here we go. So yeah, we're going in now. So we'll see what you think of this. This was actually my first ever big park that I built, but this was the park that taught me a lot about the game in the way that the game dynamics run. And this, believe it or not, was actually built on a old AM3 platform, AMD 63 FX6300. So really, the limitations on that game were that setup with I think I had an old RX 980 graphics card MSI. So very little. Oh, cheers, Eden. Hope it's been a laugh for you, laughing at me messing up and so forth, and giving words wrong, etc. That's me. There's no other me. Yeah, so I built this park on that setup, and I think it's got something like 20 coasters, 50, like pretty much every flat ride you could possibly imagine is in there. Yeah, I've never done that actually. Never deleted him. Parrot, dude, you've totally missed out, mate. We've had a good night tonight. Everyone's been having a laugh. But here we are. Yeah, so this is Rise World. This was, as you can tell, this is there was no management in this at all. This was the part that got me into realizing the constraints of the game, the system, my computer, what it would do at that time, and even now it's struggling. But the reason for that is because I just went totally over the top. As you can see, piece count, I wasn't even aware of it at the time. I wasn't aware of the game dynamics in respect of how many rides you have, and stuff like that. So this was me purely unknowing the game and just basically enjoying every single pack that was available to be downloaded, and just getting used to pieces, understanding how path paving works, the water, you name it. This park kind of was my first attempt at everything. And to the guys that have seen Thunderland, this is where the ghost train came from, believe it or not. This is slightly different because the one in Thunderland was upgraded, because I don't mind using blueprints, but if I do use my blueprints, I change them so that people don't, people see them differently instead of all the same. So this is where the Haunted Mansion came from, and literally, there you go. So through the door, and then I've got Cowboy that is all misty and stuff, but this, I don't think, oh no, it does have the Ghostbusters overlay, but you'll see there's no table up against the wall. There's a lot less effects going on because of stuff I've learned over the years. Yeah, it's much bigger than you can do on that Tony, 100% mate. You are very restricted, but then again here, this all changed because in Thunderland Edition, obviously it went into a big red room with the footprints and so forth and so on. So again, just little tweaks, but I did try and do that as a blueprint, and I think a few hundred people have enjoyed it. But the piece count was just horrendous. So, but this is where I found out about water fountains as well, because if I show you a little trick, if I delete these, 2 seconds, because I've got a feeling where I haven't got my frame count on, but this, taking away these, you'll be able to see it. Oops. You'll be able to see the increase in, oh, for crying out loud, Ryan. Yeah, that coaster's definitely done me in tonight. Look, instantly, frame count's better. And I did have a shed load of fountains in this park. Instantly, we're probably up about 3-4 FPS instantly. Look, it moves quicker, it works perfect. And it's crazy that just having fountains makes such a difference. Oh, and again. So instantly the game is already smoother, but I did put a lot in it. You know, I wanted to make it different. What is this? This was a part that I did a few years ago, a couple of years ago now. But look, 45 fountains, and they genuinely take up so much of your computing power. As you can see, look, already smooth as can be now. So, word of advice, don't use too many fountains. Have I got any more? Yes, even more. But this park was just mental. What this park actually became was the Break the Records park, I think it was. As in longest coasters and stuff like that. I think that was this park. But yeah, not much theming going on apart from one generic theme the whole way through. But there's a few things that you know, again, that work quite well. I just learned a lot from this park. There's a ton of coasters, pretty much every coaster you could possibly imagine. But at night time, I got a lovely screenshot of this. Where is it? So it really does look quite nice at night time. But it was before I really mastered how to use the game. So again, when I got a game, I almost got this far to straight mega park. Yeah, that's pretty much what I did with this, to be honest with you, Parrot. You know, and just taking away those fountains has made a huge difference. Literally this end. But I made a few good coasters. What was I going to say? Where are we? Hello? I play with lighting and stuff like that. Yeah, it does. It really does look quite naked, but at the same time, you've got stuff like this. So there was things I was doing, Tony. But the problem was I never took it on to make it better since I've upgraded my computer, because I don't know, I just never really got into it. Maybe because of the coasters, I'm not sure. But this was more than anything kind of a get to know the game park kind of thing. Yes, there's still a huge amount of realism and so forth, but at the same time, kind of gimmicky in the way that the coasters are and so forth. But I tried to have some fun with it. Like I say, it was purely to get used to the way the game ran. As I said, I learned a lot from the park in respect of that. But you see, it just anywhere with it, to be honest. Yeah, that's the best thing to do, Dan, to be honest with you. I saw a couple of pictures actually of your work the other day. What do you call it? Sci-fi area, was it? I think, dude. Have you done a complete park with it, I think? But this looked quite good. The Enterprise here, I've done that nicely. I mean, the lighting's a little bit over the top, but from a visual perspective in the daylight, just having little bits of shrubbery around and stuff, just testing how I'd get used to things. Yeah, they do, Tony. But on this one, I mean, look, it's not. I mean, look at the, how can I put it? Look at the height difference between there to there. There's, you know, and then, I mean, I had a little play with putting opposite bank on there so that they kind of hung off the edge and so forth. That wasn't too bad. Which one was it? I'm trying to remember now. It's been so long since I did this park. Forgot about that. Even did the hippo enclosure. tanks just what heading in as we find blueprint at least how he did it. To be honest. So I'm going to go, guys. I just want to thank you for what you do. I'm going to just pause the game to see if that will help. Is that better, guys? Is that any better, guys? I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me at all? That's a pleasure, Jerome, if you can hear me. Apologies about the microphone. I think my computer has had enough for this evening. But no, guys, thank you very much for joining. It really, really is appreciated. Love to you all. Stay safe, be good, and always going to be online from now on. I'll probably do a few more still videos than anything, but sorry about the coaster going, but appreciate it, guys. Happy coastering all, and thank you for joining. It's muchly appreciated. Speak soon. Take care. See you later, guys. Bye bye.